Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a quick DIY notebook cover. So all you'll need is maybe some printed cardstock. I'm using some heavier cardstock. This is just a 65-pound, but I still found that it worked pretty good. And then I bought a 3-pack of these little legal pads. They're 5 inches by 8 inches, and you get 3 in a pack. I did take the plastic off so you didn't have to hear that plastic sound. But yeah, so they're a 3-pack and they're $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. So it's a pretty good deal. So we're just going to use one of these today. And I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you how to make a DIY notebook cover. So I'm just going to pull out one of these. I'm going to show you how I cut it. I have a little template that I created. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull that out to show you. Oh, I forget which way this thing goes. Okay, so I have a little template that I created so that whenever I want to create this idea again, I have my measurements. So here is the brand new piece of paper that I just pulled out of the pack, and here is the template. So as you can see, it's super easy. We're not going to cut off a whole lot, but there is a little bit that we do need to cut off. So I have a little note here that says cut at a half right here, and I'm basing that off of my Stampin' Up. This is the latest and greatest, I believe, cutter. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut off these pieces. So the first part is we're going to cut off at 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch is like right here. On mine, it's between this little 1 and 2 right here. So I'm putting it on that line, and I'm just going to move that to the side. We're just going to cut that strip, and then if I continue to keep my little sample here and I turn it, and I have a little note that says turn right here, I'm going to go ahead and just line it up, and it says cut at 1 inch right here. So that's going to be on my little cutter here. It's going to be right here. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm just even there. I'm going to pull away my template, and boom, just cut off that little sliver. Okay, and we are done with the cutter for now. Next up, we're going to score a couple little lines to create the binding for the notebook. So what I have done is I've marked it here. Sometimes I forget where my measurements are, so I don't know if you guys do that too, but I know I definitely do. So we're gonna score it at 5, and then we're gonna skip a line and score it at the next line. That's why I have that little piece of tape right there. So we're just gonna do a little scoring in here, put it all the way in here. This is my old Martha Stewart scoreboard. I really don't use it as much as I should, and actually it is so satisfying to do these little scoring lines. So again, right here at the 5, we're just going to do a little quick, I like to do it 3 times, 2 and 3, and then right in here we're skipping this line, and then we're going to go to the next line, and oops, got a little squirrely there. It's okay. It happens when you're not concentrating. 2, and I think this is 3. Okay, and just to be thorough. Okay, so now we have our score lines, and I don't know, it's kind of like a 1/2 inch in between. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my fingers right here, and as you can see, boom, there it is. There's the little edge, if you will, that was just created, and this is going to house that notepad. Okay, so it's pretty good scoring. Here's the notepad, and it fits perfectly in here, okay, with a little bit of a leave room, but I like that because then the notebook is completely covered. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. So this notebook has a back, a nice good what is this, chipboard back. So I'm just going to glue it down. So I'm going to put some glue basically all over the back of this. Okay, and this glue I've really really liked this Nuvo glue, so I'm going to start with just kind of going along here, because I think there's a little bit of a lip that I've left. I don't know how you guys do your glue, but I don't know, it's kind of fun to kind of just kind of go all over the place with it. There we go. Okay, put my glue down. Now I'm going to take my notebook. I'm just going to gently try and center it the best way I can. And if you notice, I didn't go all the way to the edge with the glue because I knew I was going to have some wiggle room here. You know, I'm going to want to make it straight as possible. And there we go. Boom. It is in there, locked and loaded. And there you go. Now you can see it. Boom. It is not going anywhere. Okay, so now we have the cover for our little book. And the next thing I'm going to do is this beautiful paper that I chose. I love this heart paper. I'm going to go ahead and cut my little pieces of cardstock. This cardstock, or this DSP I should say, because it's a pattern paper. I got it at Joann's. Absolutely love it. It was on sale. I did make a little template as well for the small pieces. So it's 4.7 across and 2.5 this way. And I like to measure it with my Tim Holtz. So if you look right here, so it's 2.5 wide. I love this ruler, by the way. If you guys don't have a good ruler, this one I really like. You might like it. So it's 2.5 wide, okay, by so I put 4.7, but if you guys notice, like, sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm on the camera. It's almost at 5 right here. See, almost at 5. So I was just trying to count them. But if you want to look at it, it's the line right after and right before the 5 right here. You can see that easier, okay? So I'm going to cut 2 of these out. But I'm going to cheat because I have this right here, and I know this is my little template. So I am going to just cheat really quickly, just for the sake of not having to have you guys hang on forever to watch me do this. And I'm just going to cut the strip. So there's my strip. And then, did I do it wrong? Yes, look what I did. I cut it wrong. So the hearts, I want them to go this way, up and down. But look at the way I cut it. So you got to watch your paper, your DSP, and the design of it. So it's okay. I can still use this for another project. So what I'm going to do is pay attention to that. So it needs to be like this. You see what I mean? I want the hearts to go up and down like this, not side to side. So I'm going to take it like this and do it again. Some of these little things happen, and when we're crafting, you guys know. But I wanted to give you guys the measurements so you could use your ruler and, you know, be more accurate. That's why I wrote the measurements down for you. Okay, cool. So here's my little strip. Okay. And then what I did was, oh, I'm gonna have to cut a couple of these. I'll use this again and just use this as my guide. And then cut it here. This is about where it was. And then I'll move it. Okay, and this is too short, so I'm gonna have to do it again. So there's my one. I am chopping up this paper, huh, guys? I love it. I wish it was a little thicker. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little lightweight. However, because it's going against the cardstock, the heavier cardstock, it's gonna be okay. but I just love the paper so much. I just, you know, continue to go with it. Okay, so boom. Here we go. Put that to the side. Put this to the side. Oops, that's the one I needed. What am I doing? Okay, use this as my guide because I know it's already the right size. And there we go. Here are my extra pieces to the side. Okay, so here are my pieces, and I went ahead and used the same measurements for this blue one because we're going to use this glitter blue and these two heart ones. Oh, one other important thing for my design, I am also going to do a little like a tag type thing. So you're going to cut another piece that is going to be 3 inches wide. So 3 inches wide by 1 inch. Okay, so that's super simple, just one of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one down because I have my pieces here. And make sure it's going the right way. Yes, because I have a directional DSP here. Let's see. So I'm gonna try and just do it like this. And move this. This is my way of just getting through it really quickly. Okay, and then we're just gonna do a little like this, just so we make sure it's nice and crisp. Okay, so I'm gonna put my sample back, don't need that. Here is what I will need. And the rest is gonna be super simple. That was just like all the cutting and all that good stuff. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna use some of this, my favorite pom-pom trim. Love pom-pom trim. This is gonna be part of the design. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down first on the edge here. And what did I do with my little thing of, I just had it, oh, here it is. So I'm going to use double-sided tape. This is, I believe, what they call the tear tape. And I think this is like the easiest way to get a nice strip of adhesive down without having to use glue. So I'm just going to position it down and try and make it as straight as possible. There. Just pushing it down, making sure it's on there good. I'm gonna tear it just to get this out of the way. And then I'm gonna go in here and just try and make it nice and neat. So I'm just gonna cut that edge and cut this edge. And by this time the notebook is on there really nice and good. I love this little idea because you can make this notebook for anybody. You can make it for kids and adults and anybody, and you can do it any style, any theme, anything like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this off. Sometimes this is harder. And then if you have nails, it's like, oh, see, there it is. Let me try this side. See if I can get it. Is that it? It's like it's there. There it is, see it? Okay, so there is my double-sided tape. And I'm just gonna pull it off, and then this is gonna make it easy for me to be able to apply my pom-pom trim. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try and center it, and then I'm going to try and just cut the edges, okay? So I think the best way would maybe be like this. So if I kind of measure like this, okay. And all I'm trying to do is put this, line this up with the edge. And boom, there it is. That's why I love that double-sided tape with this project, because boom, it's on there. No glue, no mess, just simple. Now all I have to do is just trim this edge. So you can see back here, I don't want to take that pom-pom off, so I'm just going to trim right here and then do the same here. Trim right here. And there you go. So now that our edge is on, you can kind of see how this is going to turn out. Super cute. So here are my pieces. Okay, so I have 2 heart ones and 1 glitter. So the 2 hearts are going to go here. And actually, I can cut down, I think I should cut it down just a tad so I could see a little bit of that. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut it down just a little bit of a tad. I kind of want a little bit more of that, I kind of want more of that pom-pom to show. So I'm just going to kind of take it in. I just put 2 together. There. I think that'll work. Yay, see? So I just kind of wanted a little bit more of this to show right here. And the same here. Perfect. And then this is the piece that's going to go in the middle, and I kind of want to do the same for this, so I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Sometimes you can just kind of eyeball it, or you could use your trimmer too. But sometimes to try and be quick, I'll do that. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to get my glue back out. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting my glue. So for this, I'm just trying to get it to the edges good, because I don't want the edges to come up. And then I'll put some in the middle. But I'm going to kind of go light in the middle, because this is light paper, and I don't want it to get all bumpy, you know? I don't want it to get all like when you were little and you put glue on something and it was all bumpy afterwards. I kind of don't want to do that. So I'm just going to kind of set this here. And I got an extra glue right here, so I'm just going to pick it up there. You can always use another little scrap that you have to just kind of get off that extra glue. Okay, now I'm going to do, instead of doing the glitter one next, I'm going to do this one next. That way this one can kind of just go in the middle. Okay, so the top and then the bottom. So again, same thing. I want to make sure I get my edges. I think what I like about this glue is I like the edges, or not the edges, this. I like this because it's nice, it's thick, it's sturdy. You could put pressure on it and it feels like you have control over where the glue is going. Okay, so this I'm going to kind of put in the same place that I put the other one, just because I want to have some consistency. And just pushing it down, emphasizing on the corners just to make sure I got it down good. Okay. Okay. Next piece is going to be this one. Same thing, kind of centering it. And just going along right here to make sure I got this one. I could put a little bit more, because this is cardstock, so it's thicker. And I'm gonna go ahead and just smack it in the middle as best as I can, as straight as I can with my, there we go. And that baby is down. Yay. Okay. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I have my pop dots. I'm going to use these pop dots to pop up this little doily that I have here. I'm gonna put it right here. So just putting a couple of pop dots here. So, you know, this is a great little project. Even your kids could do this if you had to. I think it's, you know, like end of the year coming up or whatever, and they have a special teacher. They can make something for them. Okay, this little piece, remember this little piece? I'm just making a little handmade tag with it. So I'm just gonna cut in the middle and then just do a little this, just to give it that corner cut out. And so I'm making these for my girlfriend's event. So all the people that attend her event are gonna make this. So I made the kits, and you know, but you can get elaborate. So I kept it really simple. I didn't want to make it too busy, too crazy, because it's a lot of ladies that are going to be doing this, and you know, we all have our different tastes, but I try to give it some pizzazz without going too much. Me myself, I would have probably wanted to add even more, you know, if I'm giving it as a gift to somebody or whatever. So I thought this was a happy medium. So I'm going to put a little glue right here. I think I did, yeah, a little bit of glue right here, just for this baby. There. Perfect. And then I'm gonna put this here. And I love this. This is a die I got from Hannah Crafts, something like that, I think, on Amazon. And it says, eat, sleep, craft, repeat. I think I did. It was either that or Scrap Diva. I cannot remember. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I cut out these. This is from Scrap Diva. These are her scissors. They're super cute. So I just cut it out of that gorgeous iridescent paper. And it comes with hearts that come out of here. So I went ahead and I'm going to use these hearts and just kind of put a little bit of glue here and here. And put one heart here. And just put the other here. Easy peasy. Using all of that, you know, what was cut out in that die. And then this little baby, I love these scissors, and there's so much you can do with these scissors, you know, just putting a little bit of glue. There's so much you can do with these scissors, and so many different, you know, paper you can cut it out with and all that good stuff. This is gonna go here. And then I have a little gemmy that I want to put, so I'm gonna set a little bit of glue here. And then I'm gonna get my little tool. What do I do with my tool? Here it is. I'm gonna get my little gemmy tool. Actually, I don't even think I need it. Maybe I do. Let's try. I think I can get it with my own little fingers because it's just one. And there we go. Alrighty. And that is it. This is a finished, complete project. Super easy, super fast. Absolutely love it. I love this little detail here. It's so fun and so easy to do, especially if you have that double-sided tape. And then again, you open it up and there it is. It's a little notebook and it's covered from beginning to end. So hope you enjoyed this project. It was really fun. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today and watching my video. Stay tuned. I have more videos coming your way. So thanks so much. See you next time. Bye.